welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. And got a lovely message on my video yesterday from somebody who they were giving support to a couple of theatre companies and therefore decided not to also add our Patreon on. But they were gifted a Patreon subscription for a year by a relative, and they find that our Patreon is fantastic. They hadn't realised how much stuff there was on there, and they wished they'd done it sooner. That's a great message. There is a lot on Patreon. Goodness knows I want to tell you about some of it at the moment. One thing is the Detective Pet Sudoku Hunt, this month's patron reward by Sandra and Nala and Panthera. Lots of number sums, Japanese sums, fog of war, puzzles amongst others. A great Sudoku trick and a logic problem to boot. Do check that out. It's good fun. There's also, of course, some difficult crossword videos, me solving Saber's Listener from recent times in the Times. That's a really tough puzzle. And connections and gridogram videos. Simon's GCHQ video has been moved to the main channel now, so you can see that without any paywall or anything. Of course, we'll be doing Friday crossword masterclasses on the main channel and streaming. And of course, my streaming map may well go up on for blueprints on Patreon later this week as well. So, I mean, just loads going on, and check it all out. We've also, of course, got some merch, and we've got our apps which feature regular Thermo Sudoku. These are not regular Thermos in the puzzle we're looking at today. But they also feature Classic Sudoku 2 and the Worms, which are very good challenges and good fun. Right, let us talk about the rules of this puzzle, which was recommended to us by someone who says that this is by Alchemist and is very good with a narrow solve path. So we'll see how it goes. Now, as I said, these are not regular thermometers. Normal Sudoku rules apply. 1 to 9 in every row, column, and 3 by 3 box. On a purple thermometer, the differences between pairs of directly connected digits along the line must increase from bulb to tip. So the difference between those digits will be smaller than the difference between those, which will be smaller than the difference between those, etc., all the way to the difference between these. Digits may repeat on difference meters if allowed by other rules. Inequalities, these are not V's, they are inequalities, point, as it were, to the smaller of the two digits they separate. So that digit will be lower than that. A very simple looking grid, love it. And let's see how we go. Give it a try on that first link under the video and let's get cracking. So, how many differences are there on these big lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, all of those differences are clearly integers. The biggest possible difference you can have between two Sudoku digits is 9 minus 1 equals 8. For there to be 8 different digits, 8 different differences, the smallest one then is going to have to be, you see, I was thinking it was going to have to be 1, but look at these two. The difference could be 0 between them. Because of their positions in different boxes, rows, and columns. So if the difference here is, have I got my numbers wrong? Would the difference here work if it was 7? Oh, Oh no, yeah, I think I'm right. If that was 7 and this was 6, that would be 5. This would be 4, that would be 3, that would be 2, that would be a 1 difference, and that would be a 0 difference. That's fine. Now, I'm now seeing, look at these cells. Obviously, if there was an 8 different, this line seems to be a mirror image of that one, or a rotationally symmetric curve. So it's got exactly the same properties. Now, if either of them did end in 1, 9, oh, it's a huge problem. It's a huge problem. Let's just imagine this ended in a difference of 8 there. This one, which would have to, it clearly couldn't end in a difference of 8 because you'd need the digits 1 and 9 again in row 5. It would have to end in a difference of 7, but even that is impossible in this situation, because the 7 difference is either 1, 8 using a 1 or 9, 2 using a 9. So you can't put a 1, 9 difference in either of these places, and therefore the difference in both of these pairs of cells is 7, and they are using a 1, 9, no, a 1, 8 pair in one of them and a 2, 9 pair in the other. That is fabulous. I mean, that's really, really clever. Then the difference to the next cell is going to be 6. And we're going to have to use a 3, 7 pair in this row, because 4, 5, and 6 cannot be involved in differences of 6. Isn't that strange? That's really clever. Then you're going to have a difference of 5, and this digit is going to be 2 or 8. Then you're going to have a difference of 4, and this digit is going to be 6 or 4. Then you're going to have a difference of 3. Oh, and I thought that was going to resolve the V. I mean, I can do this same stuff here. 2 or 8 there, 4 or 6 there. A difference of 3, but now I've got all sorts of possibilities. 1, 3, 7 or 9. However, this can't be 7 or 9 because of the V. No, it's not a V, because of the greater than sign. That must be 1 or 3. And up here, I could similarly have written 1, 3, 7 or 9. And this is the other way around. We have to have the 7 or 9 in this cell to be greater than the 4 or 6. Then there's a difference of 2. So this is 5, 7 or 9. Same parity as that. This is 1, 3 or 5. This is quite like that odd puzzle. Was that yesterday? I think it was that I did it. I hope it doesn't turn into as much of a marathon as that did. This is now even because there's a difference of 1. So it's 4, 6 or 8. This one is 2, 4 or 6. And then this has to be the same as that. Oh, this is a strange old, clever old puzzle. Right. What is the disambiguator? I bet these are symmetrical and these are... No, the disambiguator is the up and downness of the V's, I think. I don't know. It might be this line which goes one way, not the other way. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, that's a start. I don't know what to do next, but at least I've understood the start. Now, how many differences are there on this line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we cannot start this time with a 0 because these are in the same row. So we must be ending with either a 7 or an 8 difference. Now, could this be a 1, 9 pair? Yes, annoyingly it could. And that digit would be maybe 8, 3 or 2 there and 7 here. Oh, look, that's a 2 or 8. Okay, so let's think about this again. This difference is, that's at least 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5. This difference is at least 6. So possible digits involved are 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9 to start with. Now, this difference is, no, one of these differences is 6 as well. That's the 7 difference. This is the 6 difference too. So this is a 6 difference involving either 3, 9 or 7, 1. Actually, there, I can eliminate 2 and 8 from that cell. And then this is a 7 difference. So that's 2 or 8. I think that must work from this end of the line too. This is a 6 difference. And that's a 7 difference. So this is actually a 2-8 pair. I hadn't noticed that. Now, I don't know that that informs this 6 difference or this one. Did I say this is definitely a 6 difference? And how did I say that? Why do I know it's not a 7 difference? Do I know that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's at least 6. It could be a 7 difference. Certainly I don't have to change the possible digits that could be involved. If it was a 7 difference, 1/8 there, for instance, would put a 2 here, seven, 1, and that would break. So it can't be 1/8. If it was 2, 9, this would be 8. Oh yes, I've just worked out these go high, low in one order, don't they? Because of the differences. If it was, this can't be a 7 difference, by the way. This is unable to be a 7 difference, because if it went 1/8, that would force this to be a 2, which would force that to be a 1, being the same polarity. If it was 3, 9, that would force this. No, not 3, 9. I'm talking about a 7 difference. If it was 2, 9, that would force this to be an 8, which would force that to be a 9. Right. It's not a 7 difference. The same will be true about this one. It's a 6 difference. And it's not the same one as this 6 difference, which is either 3, 9 or 7, 1. No, I'll tell you what, it's definitely not. It's a 6 difference that is not 2, 8, because that would break this cell. Oh, that's fantastic. So we get a 1, 3, 7, 9 quad, and that must apply here as well. We get a 1, 3, 7, 9 quad here. Now, this is not, look, these two cells, they're different. I've got 2, 8 in both, but they can't be the same because of the polarity switching along here. Let's do these colorings in purple and green for high and low. And I don't know which is which, but if that's the purple 2 or 8, this is the green one. And you will find that as we get here, we've got purple and green 2, 8. So this digit can't be either because it sees them both. And it can't be 1, 3, 7 or 9. So this digit is 4, 5 or 6. The same is true here. And now we've got a 4, 5, 6 triple in the column, which is very weird. And the green 2 or 8 is in one of these cells. And the pink one in one of these, I don't know, pinkle I should call it really. Oh my goodness, right. And that's a 6 difference. And this is 1, 3 or 7, 9. So I'm going to know about parity, not so much polarity, but parity as I go down this line, because I know what all the differences are. That was a 6 difference. This now has to be a 5 difference. And this digit is therefore 6, 8, 2, or 4. It's even. Let's not beat about the bush. Oh, but look, yes, it's seeing a 4, 5, 6 triple. So that has to be 2 or 8, and that feeds back here with a 5 difference to either 7 or 3. And now we've got a 3, 7 pair, and this digit must be 1 or 9, and that must be going on here as well. No 4, 6 there. This is 3 or 7. What a lovely puzzle. This is 1 or 9. So I should just colour these properly. That's now green and that's pink. And down here, that's now pink and that one's green. And maybe I can pull my same, no, there's no point pulling a what can see both colours of 3, 7 trick. Not yet. Now, that was 2 or 8 with a difference of 5. Now we have a difference of 4, so we get another even digit, which is either 4 or 6, here and here. Then we get an odd digit, which is 3 away from that, and annoyingly, that can be, oh, I was going to say it can be anything except 5, but actually it's got a 3, 7 pair looking at it. So that is 1 or 9, so is this. Now, I can keep colouring. That must be a switch of polarity. So must this, because we're going from either 2 to 6 or 4 to 8. Got that one wrong, sorry. Let's correct that. There we go. And then this is a 3 difference. So this is the same polarity. We're either going from 4 to 1, both lows, or from 6 to 9, both highs. That feels really weird, doing polarity colouring and having 2 digits the same next to each other. Then this is a 2 difference. So this is either 3 or 7 in the same polarity colour. Same here. And then this is a 1 difference. Now, that's going to leave all of the candidates open, although we're going to stick with the same polarity. If that's a 3, this is low. If that's a 3, this is low. So it's the same polarity. That's really, really interesting. Right, pink 2, 8. Look at all these even cells that we're finding in the middle columns. Oh, this puzzle, it's odd. Right, let's polarity color up here, at least that far. We're switching from there with a difference of 4. We're then switching, aren't we? No, we're not. We don't know. If it's 4, that's 7 and that's a polarity switch. If it's 6, that's 9 and it's not a polarity switch. Oh, bother. So I can't actually tell. Unless there's some other way. Got this 4. Look, I've now got 2, 8, 4, 5, 6 here. So everything else in the column is 1, 3, 7 or 9. Now, that is quite interesting here where we've had the green pair of those digits. Now we get the pink pair. And these two must be green, therefore. And now we've found, that this is a polarity switch, and therefore it can't be 9, 6. Oh, this puzzle is brilliant. No wonder it got recommended. Excellent. 7, 4, 8. I've got actual digits after 13 minutes. 3, we're polarity switching along there. Then we can go 8, 1, 7, polarity switch to 2, polarity switch to 6. And then I don't know, but maybe we can work it out in this column in a moment. We've got 2 there. This is 8. That's 3. That's 9. This is 4. There's a difference of 4. It is so like Ard's puzzle yesterday in some ways. It's so weird. This is difference of 3, difference of 2, difference of 1. And then down here, yes, I can do this, almost this whole line. 1, 7, difference of 5 to 2, difference of 4 to 6, difference of 3 to 9, difference of 2 to 7, and then 6 or 8 here. And these are a 1, 3 pair. These are a 5, 6 pair, and this digit is 9. And that is not 9 or 7 in this box. So that is 5, doesn't get a polarity color. That was a difference of 2. This is a difference of 1, so it's 4 or 6. This is the same digit, difference of 0. And look, we've got 4 looking at it. So it's a 6. And I could polarity color that green now. Oh, it's very good. I really like this. It's super. Right, these remaining digits in the box are 4, 5, and 8. That pair is 2 and 4. They're looking at this cell. 5 and 4 are done here. This is a 6, 8 pair. They're looking at this cell. 5 and 6. Now I can do the central digit. It's a 5. It's so often a 5 in these brilliantly symmetric, clever puzzles. I mean, it doesn't prove anything. It just happens that way because of the symmetry and the fantastic cleverness. Now, this digit is naked. 9, 5, 6, 3, 1 in the row, 8, 4, 2 in the column. That's a 7. Digits, look, this can't be 9, so we've got a 1, 3 pair here, and that is 9. The 1, 3 pair makes this a 5. And now the differences were 3, 2, 1, and 0. And again, the 6 across the grid tells us that's a 4. And I could color that pink. I could actually change the pinks into blues and the greens into oranges, and I would be much more at home with highs and lows in those colors. Yeah, let's keep coloring. Color for fun. This is a 1 in the corner, and I think that means in the other corner, that's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight, losing its religion. Right, we have 2, 4, or 8 up here. That one can't be 2. Just 2 cells left to do in these outside thermos. We've still got this whole thermo to consider. And I will start considering that in a minute because it's probably going to be important to the solution. But I'm putting that off. Putting it off, I tell you. 2, 6, 8. 1, 6, 4, 3. 1, 4, 5, 1, 3, 6. We've got a 7 in one of those. A 9 in one of these, a 2 in one of those, and an 8 somewhere. Right, I may have to stop faffing around 2, 5, 6 and start considering this. So differences have to increase. So what's the maximum difference at the end? 7 versus 2 would be 5. 1 versus 6 would be 5. The maximum difference there is 5. So the maximum difference here is 4. But we have to have at least 2 of difference here, because 1 wouldn't allow that to be less and then that to be less still. So I'm eliminating 6, and in fact I've found 6 in the middle box in a very weird way. That gives me a 6 down here. You never know when Sudoku might save you the trouble. Now, that difference is either 4 or 2. So this difference can't be as much as 4, so I'm eliminating 9. This difference is either 2 or 3. So I don't think 2 works as the difference here anymore. This has to be a 4 difference, followed by a 5 difference, and we are getting the puzzle done as a result. This difference is going to be less than 2 or 3, so I'm eliminating 8. Let's not try any more science than that at the moment. That's a 7, that's a 2, just doing Sudoku here. 2 and 5 up there. I'm going to get rid of all the colors now because they've done their job, and otherwise I'm just committed to a coloring exercise that's not benefiting anyone. That's a 2, 4, 8 triple. That's going to make this a naked single. It sees 7, 6, 9 in the row, 1 and 5, 1, 8 in the column. That is a 3. That's 2 or 8. This one is a 1 because of the 2, 4, 8 triple. These are 5, 7, 9 in some order. This is a 1, 3 pair that I can fill in. This is 2 or 8. I think these must be done. Well, maybe I'm going to have to do this thermo to get them done. Interesting. That can't be 3 or 4 in this column, so it's 9. Oh, we've had the 4, so that digit in the bulb is 2. This is 5 or 7, it's clearly 5. That's 7, this is 9, this is 5. That's not 9. These digits can't be 1, 6, 4, 2, 3 or 5. They're from 7, 8, 9, which is a triple, so that digit is 5. Then we get 4 on the bulb, and I imagine that as well as completing columns 2 and 3, that's going to inform our thermo. Oh no, weirdly it doesn't. If that went 4, 4, 5, that would be a difference of 0 followed by a difference of 1. If it went 4, 3, 5, it would be a difference of 1 followed by a difference of 2, and both are fine. The alchemy is clever, but it doesn't resolve that. It doesn't need to. We can put in 1, 3 here, and now that is resolved, 3 and 4. And that's an 8, that's a 2, that's 7 and 9, and we finish off with 8 and 4 up at the top. That is a lovely puzzle. I'm very glad that was recommended. Well done, Alchemist. And I think that's the second time Alchemist has appeared on the channel. I might be wrong about that. But it's a really good puzzle, and I hope you had a go at it because you will have enjoyed that, definitely. Lovely solution path and really interesting. Thanks for watching us always on Cracking the Cryptic. Such a pleasure to have your company. Love to see you next time. Bye for now.